It's my goal, and I've been doing this for the last 5 months. I've been doing it since I got elected. My goal is to meet every voter in the district. Kind of an odd thing. Politicians don't do that anymore. But I'm going to try to put myself in front of every voter in the district, whether they like me or they can't stand me. I don't care. I want to meet them and hear what's on their mind. So I do a lot of this. We go to coffee shops, restaurants, bars, taverns, you name it. We do this so anybody can come meet their congressman. What pisses me off is Republicans and Democrats who go to Washington, we never hear from them until it's election time. And they don't put themselves in front of voters like this. I'm going to do the exact opposite. So we do this so you have a chance to sit with me and ask me anything you want to ask me. We were in Schaumburg at the Omega Breakfast Coffee Shop this morning. I got a town hall in Schaumburg this afternoon. The other reason we do this is I want Dino making some money today. So if you want to ask me a question or you want to pontificate about something, you got to buy something. You got to buy something. You can buy an adult beverage or a little kid beverage. Doesn't matter to me. You got to buy something. Small businesses in this country are getting killed. They're dying, and I'm sick of it. So this is just one of my little ways, besides how I vote in Washington, to help small businesses make a go of it. So, Dino, nobody can ask me a question unless they buy something. Now, I hear you still have to buy something. Oh, yeah. Very graciously, they've got ice water and donuts over there. So if you want a donut or some ice water, go grab them. No, thank you. That was awful good, though. I'm trying to give up French fries. Don't order, eat. So thank you for coming. Again, these are informal. These aren't like my big formal town halls. These are informal, so we can talk about anything. It's been a pretty eventful week, never a dull week with me. You all know, look, I went to Congress and I pledged a lot of things. I said I was going to turn down my health benefits, and I did. I said I wasn't going to take a pension, and I didn't. I said I was going to sleep on the floor of my office, and I am. I said I was going to hold more town halls than any member of Congress, and I'm doing it. I said I'm a term limit guy. I hate career politicians. I said if you guys re-elect me, I'm not going for more than 6 years, and I'm going to hold it. I said I was going to make myself the most accessible member of Congress, and that's what I'm trying to do. And I said that I was going to try something, and it may not work. I'm being filmed. This may not work. Every word I say is being, as we all know, every word I utter is filmed. I said that I was going to try to be different than any politician I know. I was just going to say what's on my mind. I'm going to talk straight. I'm not going to sound like some perfectly, carefully scripted politician who's going to poll test every word they said. I'm not going to be that way. And I'm going to see, we're going to see, even in a tough district, if a straight-talking guy can get reelected. Now this again, I was filmed at a town hall last weekend saying some things that I absolutely 100% believe in. So let me repeat for everybody here. You and I disagree, so I'm saying this is my opinion. I've said this for 2 years. Every man or woman that puts a uniform on, in my book, is a hero. At the beginning of every one of my town halls, I recognize our veterans. Tammy Duckworth is a hero. Now, in my book, that demands our respect. It demands our thanks. But you have to earn our vote. Big difference. You got to earn our vote. And I do believe, as someone who respects what Tammy Duckworth did with her service, as someone who is thankful, and as someone who is sorry for her injuries, I do believe she talks about her service too much. And as a voter in this district, I would want to know where she stands on issues. You gotta earn somebody's vote. You're trying to become a congressman or woman. That's the point I was making this week. And I've been on every TV show in the world, and everybody's asking me, Joe, do you apologize? Do you apologize? Heck no. Apologize for what? I've called her a hero. I'll keep calling her a hero. Now, can we change the subject, Tammy? And can you and me sit at a table? Tell me where you are in Obamacare. Tell me what you think of the new Obamacare tax. Tell me what you think about this town and Elk Grove and all these towns where people aren't working. Tell me where you stand on issues. And Tammy won't do this. What Tammy will do is that, right there. Tammy will film me. Tammy will film me talking to people. And you know what? I just don't think that works this year. I think voters have had it. If you don't have the courage and the decency to get in front of any kind of voter and say, fire away at me, fire away, tell me what you think, then I don't think we should vote for you. Republican or Democrat. I'd say the same thing about a Republican. If a Republican doesn't have the decency to do what I do and get in front of voters all the time, in a place like this, Dino's, I'm coming back, Dino, then they don't deserve our vote. So, thank you all for coming. Let's open this up. Any thought you want to express, any question you got, try to keep it respectful, but you know me, you can ask me anything. You, sir.
They just passed a transportation bill. In that transportation bill, they put all the roll-your-own cigarette companies out of business.
Yeah.
Do you guys have the opportunity to read that? And how does that get stuck on the transportation bill? I mean, they took these small businesses. I'm an ex-smoker. I believe in do what you want to do, with the exception of obviously illegal drugs. But how is that not debated? How is that not brought to our attention before it gets voted and signed in a bill that has nothing to do with that?
You're spot on.
And didn't he say that he was going to line item veto Obama?
I don't know that.
He did say
Didn't he? I
that
thought
he
it was
was
one of
going
the
to,
things that he said he was going to line
about what it was.
But anyway,
that's back
did you
in
get a chance
transparency
before
days.
I mean, did you even know that was in there?
I voted against that big old bill last week. The only Republican in Illinois, I think maybe the only member of Congress in Illinois that voted against it. I don't know that for sure.
Did you read the bill?
No, I read summaries of all three of the bills.
But they're too big to read.
Hold on a minute.
Okay,
Yeah, let me answer your question. I voted against it primarily because you're right. It was Washington doing what Washington always does. We make this big Christmas tree bill. I was forced to vote on a highway bill, combined with the student loan bill, combined with the flood insurance bill. They threw everything like that together. We called these Christmas tree bills. We Republicans pledged not to do that. Democrats always did that before. We Republicans pledged not to do that. So the minute we did that last week, and I told my leadership, I said, this is bull. Why don't we vote on the highway bill straight up alone? Student loan bills straight up alone, flood insurance. They wouldn't do it. They put all three together, and the minute they did that, I said, I can't do that. I went there to change the way Washington does business. It's wrong to put things like that together that have nothing to do with each other. So no, I knew what was in the highway bill. I mean, I read, obviously you read as much as you can. I knew as best I could what was in the student loan part and the flood insurance. So I voted against it because I didn't like them throwing everything together. I had some problems with certain parts of it, but mainly it was just, we gotta quit doing that. Quit throwing everything together. Have a vote on a highway bill, but just the highway bill.
Right.
What does highway have to do with student loan, have to do with flood insurance? It's wrong. It's wrong. Because when we do stuff like this, guys, all we keep doing is growing government. That's all we're doing.
What about enumerated powers?
Oh, my dear, we're a million light years beyond that. Enumerated powers. Yes, Congress, the branch of government I work for years we've been doing things our founders never envisioned Congress to do. So we are a million years beyond that, which is a shame, which is part of what this election's all about. Yeah.
If the next election, if we take control of the Congress, the Senate, and the presidency, then will they stop throwing all this stuff together?
Hey, Dino, make sure people are buying things.
They are.
I want to hear that cash register, or Congressman's going to scream. Well, put it on the congressman's tab. I hope so. The question was, say Romney wins, say the Republicans take the Senate and we keep the House. Will Republicans then be bold enough to do what Republicans should do? And to answer that, you got to ask yourself, okay, what should Republicans do? Pretty simple. You really got two visions in this country. You're either Obama, Duckworth, and the Democrats, who basically, and I got in trouble for saying this, so I think I'll say it again. Their only goal in life is to make everybody dependent upon government. That's their game. And if you don't think that's their goal, you're not paying attention. It's really simple. Once they got you dependent upon government, you're going to keep voting for the party of government. So that's what they're trying to do. Welcome. And we see it in everything Obama's doing, right? He's promising women's stuff. He's promising Hispanic stuff. Hold on. He's promising student stuff. He's basically sort of breaking up America into these groups.
He's not following this.
Well, again, I'm going to be a broken record. We're a million light years away from that. Hold on, let me answer this question first. Republicans, historically, if they're the party of government, Republicans are the party of the rest of us. We're the party of freedom. We're the party of everything but government. Now, we Republicans have lost our way, which is why we're in the mess we're in Illinois and in D.C. It's part of why Obama got elected, because a lot of people thought, well, I believe in freedom, I believe in businesses, and government staying out of the hair of businesses, but I don't see a party standing for that. I think Americans got it 2 years ago when they saw everything Obama was doing. And it's not like they loved Republicans, but they said, you know what, this is crazy what's going on. I'm going to send somebody to Washington to stop it. And so I've spent 2 years in Washington doing this to Obama. Now the question is, if you give Republicans the keys to the city, will they do what's right? Easy answer. I don't know. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, you want Dino? Oh, you want get it up! Get those hands up if you want
See,
Dino.
government getting in the way of small business again.
Don't let that on tape. Oh my God, if you raise, hold on, I'm not done yet. Hold on. You can always raise your hands for Dino. I hope so. I hope then the Republican Party will be bold enough. I don't know though, I'm not going to lie to you, I don't know. All I know is you have no other option. If you re-elect Barack Obama and you vote for Tammy Duckworth and you put Nancy Pelosi back in charge of the House, hold on a minute. As a country, good night, we're done. So right now there's still your only hope. Here's what I predict. If you give the Republicans all of Washington and they don't deliver for freedom and limited government, then something else is coming. Something else is coming. Yeah?
I think the true test of what a Republican would do is try to close the military base and Republicans different.
Perfect point. He said the perfect test of what a Republican will do is try to close a military base in a Republican
Or
district.
close the bath to a shipbuilding up in Maine and see what the senators do.
Republicans tend, I gotta be honest guys, Democrats love government. It's everything to them. Republicans tend to like government, and when they get there and they wear the congressional, you wear your suit with the congressional pin, and you're there and everybody treats you like a congressman, they tend to like it too, and they tend to keep increasing government. We got to get away from this because we're broke and we're losing this country. You're exactly right. Who had their hand up? Yes, sir.
Joe, thanks for coming to Glendale Heights. There's not enough candidates to come here.
Give it up to Glendale Heights!
Our area, our little area that I lived in was a Roscom camp. I was a big supporter of Peter Roscom. We've talked about this when he came in here.